All right, beautiful. Thank you everyone for choosing to be here. We are about to react to KRS One, Know Thyself. What a better, is there a better title to this track? Know Thyself. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Spiritual minded, KRS One and the temple of hip hop. First of all, let's just quickly give KRS One his flowers. I haven't listened to a lot of his music, but I've listened to his interviews and I've listened to some of his music, and he is just such a pillar of hip hop. He's one of the founders of this shit. His catalog, I've looked into it and I've listened to quite a number of songs, but not a lot because he's got like 17 albums, right? Such a wise brother. He teaches at universities. He embodies hip hop. He's the definition of hip hop. He bleeds hip hop. He is in his own realm. His contributions to hip hop are outstanding. His influence in hip hop is outstanding. He is timeless. He's influenced so many people. He's almost influenced everyone that you know of in the rap game. Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z, all these niggas, they were influenced by KRS One. And KRS One is such a purist. He doesn't give a fuck about money, none of that shit. He just cares about the message, truth, uplifting the youth, uh, awakening the God in you, which is what this track is about, which we'll get into very soon. But when you even just listen to him speak, he's the definition of power, raw power. He's so respected because he respects other people and respects the craft and hip hop. It doesn't get any better than that. He's the best example that anyone could listen to. Like if there was one person that I would say like listen to this person for someone that's new to hip hop, KRS One just embodies that in terms of a spiritual message, you know, guiding you to yourself, knowledge of self, everything that's of substance and important to one's life. He talks about that stuff and embodies that, right? And I can only imagine his internal growth to becoming who he is today because he's so fearless. He is so fearless, man. And just so wise and full of knowledge. So we're about to get into this track right now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I was going to react to Friend, his track called Friend, which is such a dope track. I might do that still, but I just had to do this one first because there's a lot of substance in here. So without further ado, let's unpack it and let's break it down.
I'm ready to go. What about y'all? Y'all ready to go?
One of the forefathers of this shit. Pay some respect. It's KRS One.
I'm ready to go. Look, know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa.
Who says this shit? Know thyself and one shall know the universe and God. That's a fact. You know yourself and you know God. And this hook, whoa, is very simple and short, but extremely effective. He doesn't want to add anything more than that because that is the essential message. Know thyself and you will know God. Don't say anything more because anything else is a distraction. That's it. Focus on that. The listener needs to just focus on that because there's so much wisdom and depth in that. If you could unpack it, or if you could, keep that in mind and follow the cookie crumb trail or whatever you call it. He leaves a lot of crumbs and a lot of little details in his music, little bits of wisdom just everywhere.
Thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. must be born again. What does it mean to be in the
Woo! God is the mother, the father, the friend. May ye not to be born again, right? So God is in everything, and I know this to be true. And KRS said, I was listening to him today as well. He was doing a lecture at one of the universities, I forget which one. But he was speaking about the difference of embodying spiritual knowledge versus reading about it, reading about religion, or reading a text, something that somebody else wrote, as opposed to embodying it yourself. When you embody the truth, right? And he was talking about philosophy and how philosophy is a discovery of the truth. When you really are a truth seeker and you put truth above everything else, you start becoming very wise as you go through life and experience different things, because your eyes are always open and analyzing and just being honest and having an open mind and having an open heart. You realize these things. That's why when he says these things, it's not just a line to me. To me, it has so much weight and depth, because I know what he's talking about. God is everything. God is the universe. So the universe is manifested as everything. So God is in the friend. It's in your parents. It's in the plant. It's in the animals. It's in everything, right? And to be born again, as he was speaking of, is to, Jesus talks about being born again. Jesus crucified himself. To be born again is to die to your ego. That's what that means. It means to die to your ego so you can be reborn. So knowledge of self. That's why this shit is so important.
friend? Know ye not that ye must be born again? What does it mean to be in the world but not of it? It means you want the cars, the cash, the jewels, the house, but you don't love it.
Woo! What does it mean to be in the world but not of it? Right? Jesus spoke about this. Be in the world but not of it. Right? It means to, as he said, you can still get cars, money, all this stuff, but you're not attached to it. You're detached to all of these things, and you don't place all of these things above truth, above your self-respect, right? You just use these things as tools, but you don't be consumed and manipulated by it.
Does it mean to be in the world but not of it? It means you want the cars, the cash, the jewels, the house, but you don't love it. It means the taxes, regulations, state law, you live above it. It means you a free hip hopper, you ain't nobody's puppet.
Woo! So above the taxes, you're a real hip hopper, you're not a puppet, right? It's, when Jesus speaks about renouncing the world, Jesus went to the desert for 40 days to fast. So it's actually good to isolate yourself and spend time alone. That's how you speak to God. That's how you channel God and speak to God and know yourself and know God through yourself. Because when you're alone and you don't have distractions, you can only meet yourself. So you don't even have to do anything, really. All you have to do is have an open heart, open mind, and just sit and meditate, or just be alone. And naturally your thoughts will go crazy. You'll start really hearing the internal dialogue, and over time that will calm down, and you'll start to see yourself beyond your thoughts and get into a deeper dimension of yourself. And then, and God is revealed like that. But when you're a free-spirited person, you don't let the things of the world define you. So you don't need to be controlled by the industry, because the industry could only control you if you're not paying attention, you're not looking at the contracts, or you're not paying attention. And the way they control artists is they hang something over the artist. See, it's a two-way street. The artist wants something. So the artist might want to get ahead, get a lot of views, just quickly become successful. They might want to create a certain image. Maybe they want to be a street rapper and they're not really a street rapper, right? Or maybe they did be in the streets a little bit, but maybe they want to really live up to that image. So now the machine will give them that based on their output and based on different things, different metrics. But people become puppets of the industry. But 9 times out of 10, they wanted to be there. Because as I said, there's something they're getting out of it. You want to get ahead quick? Here, the industry will help you. It'll come at a cost, but the industry can help that because both of your interests are mutual. The industry just wants to make money off you, and then you're not even a true hip hop person, so you don't even care about substance too much or the lines or how it's affecting people. You just care about maybe making money and just having a cool image and just being seen as like a fly rapper or like a cool rapper. A lot of people fit into that category, and so they get pimped. So he's talking about, being spiritually minded, going above that, right? Really tapping into truth. And when you do that, you're protected from all of this bullshit because you have discernment and you know what you're here for and you know your purpose in that sort of way. So really, really dope.
Regulation, state law, you live above it. It means you a free hip hopper. You ain't nobody's puppet. You don't see no money on me, you see it up in the cupboard. You see me up in Toys R Us with my seed cause they love it. You see insurance flash out if my kids pass out. You see 7 acres of land where we could all spaz out.
So insurance pass out to my kids. How many acres of land he's going to pass down to his kids. Going to Toys R Us because my kids love it, right? So he's buying toys because his kids love it. That's the extent of buying the toys. It's not to stay there and, the kids get obsessed and addicted and he just buys them everything. And no, it's just, okay, you like, racing cars or whatever. That's fun. So buy your kids toys. So it's to be in the world, but not consumed by the world, consumed by everything that is vanity, right? And then also he's speaking about generational wealth, passing down something to your children, acres of land. They're going to inherit that. They're going to inherit his money. So it's in your best interest to be on point and to teach your kids the right thing so that whatever you pass down is something of value.
To all my fathers and fathered, hold your head up for starters. Teach your toddlers not to be thieves and robbers. This that other kind of rap that leads to true hip hop. There's other kinds of raps, but they lead you to get shot. The choice is yours, you getting older now. You got a kid coming, how you gonna hold it down? It's one thing to be iced out and rocked up. What's the point if you're getting locked up?
See? Just perfect message, positive, great message for the youth, right? And just a nice track to vibe to. But yeah, man, all the essentials, what are you passing down to your children? What are you teaching your children? Do you care about your children? This is all love. This is love in this verse. And Krs One literally embodies love, right? He doesn't have to do what he's doing and say what he's saying. If he wanted to just make money, he wouldn't be doing this, right? So really dope, steering the youth away from the street activity, right? What's the point if you get locked up? What's the point of getting rocked up if you get locked up? What's the point of all this shit, all this vanity, chasing money, status, material things, if your mentality and spirituality is lacking and you could even get locked up for it? Basically, you reap what you sow, so make sure to plant good seeds.
Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. God is the mother, the father, the friend. Know ye not that ye must be born again?
I like how he brings it around. Every verse he brings the God is the mother, the father, the friend, ye not be born again, right? Because that's the essential message. So the hook and those two lines are the essential message. So I like how he rehashes that.
Mother, the father, the friend, know ye not that ye must be born again? It's really time we separate the young men from the big men, the young girls from the women, whatever the title to fit them. My style designed to open a child's mind when I spit them. I only got a little bit of time to really rhyme and uplift them.
Woo! So he only has a little bit of time on this planet. We have short lives. So he's trying to get everything out and make sure he does his purpose. But He's saying, now I'm not talking to the kids. I'm not talking to the boys. I'm talking to the men. I'm not talking to the girls. I'm talking to the women, right? So he has enough respect in himself to even respect you and to treat you like an adult, like a capable adult. And he's teaching you how to be a man and how to be a real woman, not what you hear in the media on how they influence women and men. And, you know, there's a lot of propaganda, a lot of bullshit in the media and social media. So this is about proper guidance for the youth in how to become a true man and a true woman and what that actually means, being wholesome, right? Being a wholesome individual.
You see them brothers talking about that crime, forgive them. It won't be long before they words manifest and they live them.
You hear them people talking about crimes, forgive them. It won't be long till their words manifest and they live them. Oh my God. So people that are in negativity, you don't really have to, if they are so negative and ignorant to the point where they can't be helped, just leave them alone because they can't be helped. So, you know, they're very stubborn or ignorant. They are going to face their own downfalls inevitably just by what they're doing. So karma will hit them. You don't really have to do anything. Just focus on yourself and focus on the people that you can help.
Talking about that crime, forgive them. It won't be long before they words manifest and they live them. Sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning to learn. After 15 years, I'm just beginning to burn. To all my true hip-hoppers,
sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning and learn. Even in his lectures, he always talks about deconditioning, de-learning what you've already learned to then learn again. And I talk about that as well, deconditioning, right? You have to decondition because we don't even know to the extent how much we've been conditioned by all these social norms, right? And it's just to question as you question your whole life and so much, it just things unravel, right? So that's how you learn. But a lot of people aren't humble enough to question everything because they're afraid of what that could lead to, and they don't want to disrupt their neat little realities. So, which I understand, but when you do explore truth, truth is a very heavy thing in that sense. It's not about comfort. Truth isn't a comfortable thing. So that's why a lot of people don't seek it, but it's always worth it because it's about knowing yourself and knowing the universe, knowing God. God is the universe. God is yourself. Even Krs One says, you are God. I am God. It's not blasphemy. It's not bad to say that. How can it be bad if that is the truth? Right? And it cancels out. So if I say I am God, I'm also saying you are God. Everything is God, which means the seed of godliness or the spirit of godliness exists within every living thing. How is that bad to say? That's empowering, right? And we say it with humility, right? How can it be arrogant if I'm saying you are God and I am God? That means we're on an even playing field. There's no hierarchy here. In the universe, there's no hierarchy. We create hierarchies. We create status amongst each other. There is no status. There's only truth in reality.
to learn. After 15 years, I'm just beginning to burn. To all my true hip-hoppers that pay bills and live proper. Never allow a negative thought to stop ya. Correct your posture. Stand upright, not uptight. Don't be scared of the light. Just prepare for the fight.
Oh my God. Perfectly worded, right? Don't be scared of the fight. Prepare for the light. Ugh. Scared for the fight. Prepare for the light. You know, multisyllabic rhyming as well throughout this. But yeah, he's saying don't be afraid of the light. You know, the real hip hop people that actually practice this shit, keep doing what you're doing. Don't fall into negativity. Don't be distracted. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful message.
Stand upright, not uptight. Don't be scared of the light. Just prepare for the fight. We say criminal minded because our thoughts are illegal. We represent the very thinking of inner city people.
We say we're criminals because our thoughts are illegal. Dope. right? Very clever, and also true in the sense that an artist is a rebel. So, people make it seem like when we are doing hip hop or practicing hip hop, it is rebellious because it's a free thing. It's freedom. It's where representing, pushing back or fighting back against the system, wanting to be free and wanting to be heard and stating whatever it is we're stating, claiming whatever we're claiming, right? Just owning that shit. It comes with a lot of backlash, and they make it seem like our thoughts are criminal, right? He may have done crimes in the streets, but they make it seem like we shouldn't even have our thoughts. We shouldn't put down our thoughts on paper and rap. A lot of corporate industries or people in general think like hip hop is like a bit too much and don't say this or don't say that. It's like, no, they might make it seem that way, but this is what art is talking about the things that are controversial, talking about the things that matter, not shying away from the things that matter. And if you are shying away, it means you are on that side, which is a different side, which is you're more focused on money and image and protecting that, as opposed to being willing to risk it all and for your people, for yourself, and for just the bigger picture. So really dope.
Minded, cause our thoughts are illegal. We represent the very thinking of inner city people, real people that take care of themselves. They need health, love, awareness, and wealth. Not to mention knowledge of God, not college, then job, then dead. If you agree, nod your head. It's one thing to be iced out and rocked up, but what's the point if you're getting locked up?
Woo! Beautiful second verse, right? We need knowledge of self, wealth, health, education, right? He's just talking about doing the right thing, like being on point, being mentally, physically, spiritually on point, focusing on self, not being distracted, doing what you want, taking it all the way, right? Just perfectly worded and put together. I'm going to listen to that again.
Knowledge of God, not college, then job, then dead. If you agree, nod your head.
Right? So knowledge of God and all these other things are more important than just going to college just for the sake of getting a degree like everybody else, right? These things don't make you. These things aren't life, right? They're just things that you do within life, right? Nothing against college or getting a job, because I have a job, right? And I went to college, I went to university, right? And I have a bachelor's degree. But yeah, there's the bigger picture of what actually gives you that spark, what makes you feel alive isn't that type of shit.
It's one thing to be iced out and rocked up, but what's the point if you're getting locked up? Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Whoa. God is the mother, the father, the friend. Know ye not that ye must be born again? Come on, yo, tonight is it. We gonna steal away together through these rhymes I spit. When the student is ready, the teacher shall appear. So I'm here, but are you really ready to face your fears?
Woo! That's a philosophical phrase as well. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Very wise. But are you ready to face your fears? Because I can't. Only if you're ready is when I can teach you, is what he's saying. You have to be willing to be ready, and that's a fact. Your heart and mind has to be open to receive what he's saying. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And anything can be your teacher. It could be Krs One. It's just life. Life is your teacher. It's through people, animals, plants, situations, circumstances, epiphanies, everything. It's all communicating. Life is one communicating entity or energy, right? So when you're ready, you'll be ready to gain the wisdom and knowledge.
More more money, is that your credo? You've been living in a dream world, Neo. Power to the people. Nobody's equal, everybody's diverse and different. My lyric will never cheat you, my verse is gifted.
Is this what you value? You're in a dream world, Neo from the Matrix, right? The one, right? The one that can see the truth. So he is Neo in this in this way. He is Neo. Know thyself. It even says know thyself in the Matrix as well. I think on one of the doors in the Matrix, it said know thyself, or the Oracle. No, the Oracle, yeah, she said to Neo, know thyself, right? So it all links as well. It's really, really dope. Go check out The Matrix if you haven't seen it. I think everyone's almost seen that movie, but classic movie.
So manifest what you believe is God Almighty. It could be Allah, Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, Aphrodite. It could be Nefertiti, come hear me, you never fear me. It's like at some point in your life, you're gonna have to hear me.
Once again, it could be Jesus, Muhammad, you know, he's painting the picture of God works through everyone. God is in everyone and in everything. So you can just read the Bible, you can read the Quran, you can just get knowledge and wisdom from everything. But it's about you and how you discern and how you're taking in the information, not just believing anything just to believe it, but actually critically thinking and taking in what resonates and questioning what doesn't resonate, and that's how you seek truth.
I represent them teachers, preachers coming through your speaker, manifesting another lesson to them true believers. Instead of picking up our women ready to mistreat them, you better get yourself a wife and kid and never leave them. You better teach them, you better read them, you better feed them. The system will defeat them. If you don't teach them, the cops will beat them.
See, just grown man shit. Having a wife, having a stable household, teaching your kids well, teaching your wife well, everybody just operating on the same frequency of love, truth, and instilling good habits and practices and things in your child, right? Don't let them, if you don't do that, then they'll just become another statistic or another victim of the streets, or a victim of other people's opinions, and a victim of everything that distracts us, you know, social media, the media, everything, right? If you instill the proper knowledge and wisdom in your children, when they are on their own, you can feel confident that they can be left alone because you've already taught them how to be independent and how to think for themselves.
The style that I be kicking quick is edutainment. Hip-hop culture needed a teacher quick, so I became it. Instead of rhyming about my history and what I've been through, I'd rather rhyme about awakening the God within you. Yo.
Woo! Instead of rhyming about my history and what I've been through, I'd rather awaken the God within you. Oh my God. I mean, what? There's nothing greater than that. Like, what could you think of a greater task or a greater way to spend your time? Like literally awakening the God in other people? Oh my God. Jeez. Ugh.
It's one thing to be iced out and rocked up, but what's the point if you're getting locked up? Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. Know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe and God. God is the mother, the father, the friend. Know ye not that ye must be born again?
Whoa. So dope. My sisters and brothers. He's so dope, man. He's such a dope person, bro. This is what is cool. This is cool. Not hat to the back, joint in my mouth, you know, cut my eyebrows, chain on. This is cool. This is what is cool, right? So shout out KRS One, man. We'll definitely probably react to more KRS One. But let me know in the comments below if you want me to react to a different artist, or just let me know in the comments. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's been the video, guys. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Peace out.